Hey guys, welcome back, and it's time for another really quick video from me. I wanted to sort of show what I do at the very beginning of each of my saves. Let's just go ahead and get straight into this here. I didn't do so much of this back in the beginning of the Yen save because I didn't want to get too deep into doing all the backroom management stuff and all of that. But this time, since it's going a little bit faster, I figured I might as well take a look at it. You just saw in the last video that how I sort of put the tactics together. What I tend to do here next is I'll go over to staff, and I'll go over here through the responsibilities. I won't go in that screen. And here's what the board does. I'm not going to care too much about that. We'll look into the staff responsibilities. I actually this time want to take control of everything. There are reasons for this, right? So same thing with contracts. I want to make sure that all of the contracts and everything go through me so that we're not keeping on bad staff members who don't know what they're doing. Scouting, I'm actually going to take control of scouting this time. I don't want to shortlist players if we scout them and we want to scout until full knowledge. The reason why I don't want to shortlist these players is because I want to make sure that my shortlists are only the players that I'm actually interested in. Otherwise, they can get really bloated really, really quickly, as I saw in my last save, especially when you're looking at like hundreds or thousands of different players. Offer to clubs and stuff like that. We're not going to worry too much about that right now. Media, just trying to make sure everything is for me. I want to take control of training for both my head team and for the under 19 team. That will allow the under 19 team to show up here under the development center. It's kind of stupid that they don't show up there anyway. I don't know what Sports Interactive is thinking because it makes like no sense at all. Providing team selection advice and stuff. Yes, I want them to do that, but I don't want them to provide opposition instructions. Because frankly, the way that these tactics are developed is so that, opposition instructions really shouldn't be changed at all. Friendly matches, I'm actually going to leave this on for the very first one because I want to make sure that the friendly matches are, that the match settings are right. So when I show you my first match tomorrow, you'll be able to see things without me having to like jump in and change like the video settings around and stuff like that. Because that's kind of a pain. I usually take away the team manager and backroom staff arrange friendly matches. It's probably not going to matter because we're probably not going to get far enough in the save to where we're going to schedule our own friendlies. But this is mostly because I just want to be in control of scheduling that, and usually we can make some money doing that. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it in this database or not. But yeah, like I said, usually I would delegate this after the first match, then I'll go back and I'll redelegate this again. Now, in terms of our overview and like the coaching team and stuff like that, like usually I would actually probably take a look at this screen. I think we're looking for like, what do we need? What do we have a lot of, I don't care so much about the director of football, but we could look into that to make sure that he's like, okay, we need to get a lot more scouts. We can get 1 chief scout and 5 extra scouts. We'll take a quick look like at Joe Allen. And this is where this is going to be interesting because there are no numbers here. So you can look and say, I don't know if that's good. I don't know if that's bad or whatever. We'll sort of figure out what our options are. So like, let's say if we want to find a scout, right? We'll go over here and we'll look for a scout, recruitment team scout. We'll go to attributes. This is all still turned on. We'll look for the key attributes for Chief Scout, for example. We want at least a 15. So you can still do some like attribute shopping or whatever. This will probably tell us like what colors are good, what colors are bad when this shows up. We don't have a whole ton of scouts, which is why, or a whole ton of people loaded, which is why this isn't loading up right away. And then we just sort of knock this one down until we like actually get somebody who shows up. So it's down to like 11. Okay. And then we can take a quick look here and get an idea. Okay, well, that's what it looks like when it's good. So that guy that we have as a scout now is probably not that great. We can get rid of him, and I'll go through and start hiring these guys, like this guy who's professional. We're going for good personalities here, sort of as a little bit of an experiment, and we'll see where it goes from there. And there you have it. That's basically what I do at the start. I'll then go through the coaches and do the same thing, try to get the best coaches that we possibly can. And I will use the famous evidence-based football manager training schedule as well. I did an earlier video on that, but I might repeat it as well for you in the near future so you can see what it's like. And that's basically what we do. Usually before I do anything with the squad, I will try to get the staff situation sorted out as easily and as quickly as I can. It doesn't take that long. I kind of prefer to have the computer do it, but honestly, this is fine. I can do it myself. Not a big deal. We'll see how this goes. This isn't a huge team. It won't take me forever. Whereas if you were doing like Manchester City, Manchester United, that would take a long time. Trust me, I've done it. Anyway, that's it for now, and I will talk with you tomorrow. We'll get our first match underway. Talk to you then. Bye.